Let me ask you something, ladies. If putting $50,000 on the line, could you guys look at men and tell which ones pay for sex and which ones don't? Ladies, raise your hand if you think you could.
I couldn't.
You could. Ironically,
I think I could.
Anybody else? You guys think you could look and you could tell, oh, that dude definitely plays.
Having a good conversation. No response.
She matched with you?
Double question mark.
Wait.
Next one.
What?
Decent conversation.
What?
Doesn't text me. Doesn't
Send
call
her
me.
the number.
Michaela, just nothing. It's like girls just they
none of
never ever respond. It's just broken.
Wait, the average percent to close on Hinge to get the phone number from Hinge. Do you guys know that statistic right now?
What is it?
0.2%.
0.2%? What am I doing with my time?
No one's closing on Hinge these days.
Yeah, but
You get a ton of matches.
What am I doing with my time every
gotta go
day?
outside.
Why do you even have a profile if you're not going to respond? Look at this shirt. Look, this is a nice shirt, okay?
Wow, we're so rude compared to
Mike, you're not gonna find he's 6'5", he's a multi-millionaire,
It's like,
he's
come
the
on.
best looking man
Come on.
around.
Come on! Thank you. If I was a woman, I'd date you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. Whoa.
There you go.
So, ladies, the point of that is that this guy was 6'5". He has blue eyes. He's a multimillionaire, and even he on dating apps are having women bullshit with him. There's also other surveys where women say that they go on dating apps not to go on dates, but because they want attention. They actually have men send them money as well, and they never even meet up with them. And another one, you're never going to believe this. There's women who go on dating apps to get men to go down their OnlyFans funnel.
Yeah,
Shocking,
Exactly.
incredible that happens. Ladies, what do you guys think about this? Why can't this guy get the woman to match?
I wish there was like a game show where like all the guys from Hinge that like found a match, like we could see who they were.
So you guys want to know?
Yeah,
maybe
There's
it's just
9 times as many men as women on Tinder. Nobody is. When those apps first came out, women, like normal, well-adjusted, attractive women, gave dating apps a chance.
Yes.
And then they either found a man quickly because they were attractive and normal, or they had a terrible experience getting by Brock the bartender who never called them back.
Yeah.
And then they got off the dating app. And then when they got off the dating app, then these dating apps had to they have all these fake profiles that they pay women to be on their profile. You see this over and over again. The answer is these dating apps have slowly become nuclear waste over time.
They're saturated.
Two stats that I love. Number one, 23% of men report being scammed by someone that they met on a dating app. And my favorite statistic of all time, 69% of men report getting friend zoned by a woman that they actually met with from a dating app. So it means you went through and swiped 1,000 times to get 6 matches. Yes, that's correct for the average guy. 1,000 swipes for 6 matches. And of those 6 matches, 69% of them friend zoned you. Dating apps don't work now.
Yes, the dating apps are a total scam zone for people. Now that the internet is getting bigger, if you want to sell your OnlyFans or if you want to sell something else, that is where you're going to do it, because those are people who are like, maybe I won't meet up with you in real life. Maybe I'm getting you in another state or whatever, but I can see and buy whatever you are until there.
One more great statistic about dating apps. So this one guy did, I think he looked at something like 700 profiles, and then he looked at the users of the whatever super like it is. So I believe on Hinge it's a rose. I think it's called a super like on Tinder. They have this thing where you pay extra for a mega like, a super like. Yeah?
An icon.
Yeah, an icon.
Too.
And you know what happened? And by the way, only men use this. And when they used it, their match rate got cut in half.
Whoa.
Why? Why would that be? Because you're already telegraphing too much intent by being on the app in the first place. Yeah. And now you're paying money to send a woman you don't know a rose. The level of desperation is outrageous. So of course, you're going to match with even fewer women the more money you spend on these dating apps. Like, it is an unbelievable scam that we've gotten to at this point.
They don't deliver
Even
that
with
which
book
they
guys.
promise, which is connection. Speaking of strip clubs, why are strippers less aggressive about bleeding your wallet if you go to one with a woman?
Oh, bro, it's so
Have you
true.
had one bleed on your leg?
Bro, I'll tell you what else. I'll tell you another thing. Escorts. If you walk through a bunch of casinos in Las Vegas and escorts are constantly asking you for money, it's because your arms aren't big enough. I'm telling you right now. If you look like you're in shape, women do not. You just look like you don't pay women for sex. You just look like that, and they don't bother. When I got in really good shape, strippers stopped walking up to me. They don't even fucking talk to me anymore. When I show up there with a girl, strippers just avoid me like the plague.
You look like you're on the market.
Cocktail.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
If it looks like you're on the market, there are some people who have the opposite, and they look like they're not on the market.
Cocktailed at a club for 3 years, and why is the guy going to let the girl that's hustling him watch him at the ATM and press the numbers and know how much he has in his bank account.
Let me ask you something, ladies. If putting $50,000 on the line, could you guys look at men and tell which ones pay for sex and which ones don't? Ladies, raise your hand if you think you could.
I couldn't know.
You could.
No.
Ironically, you
I think
could.
I could.
Anybody else? You guys think you could look and you could tell, that dude definitely plays for sex,
They
but this guy
all
doesn't.
pay.
Could
I
you
think I
tell
could.
them? Hold on. Raise your
They
hand.
all
Hold on.
pay.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you could tell if a guy definitely doesn't pay for sex. Anybody? Could you tell?
No.
Yeah?
I could tell if he definitely does.
No, because I will get him to pay.
Yeah.
If he's too dominant, I'm already gonna. If he's a super dominant dude,
Working at the Rhino for as long as I did, like we used to have these games that we would play, like, okay, what kind of shoot? Like, is this the leader of the group? Because like, if it's the leader of the group, he's not gonna pay. His understudy is gonna pay. So all the dumbass girls are gonna go for the big dude who's like, oh, we think he's in charge. And it's like, no. The guy who's really paying for stuff is the guy who wants to kiss that dude's
Ladies,
mouth.
who learned something here today? Who just learned something here today? Anybody? Oh, here we go. Daisy learned something. Now you know not to go for the leader.
That's how I
The other
landed a
one's holding it.
doctor
Yes.
in the VIP, doing nothing for hours and hours and hours, and just like, having my feet rubbed. Like literally, that's how my day went at the Rhino. But also, I wasn't
I get
like
paid for my feet rubbed all the time.
knowing this. Like I was like, hey, these people don't like me, and they were like, no, it's actually this one, because I was going for like the top dog, and so it kind of switched. So I'm just saying, leave your options open and